For much more now on how women voters see Donald Trump. You can see it in the polling, and it could be a decisive factor this fall. For that, we turn to Chief National Correspondent and Inside Politics, John King, to break it down by the numbers. So the gender gap has been a problem for Donald Trump from the beginning. Where do things stand now?
Anderson, Donald Trump, this is one of the areas where Donald Trump remains in a ditch as we get just 10 weeks plus a few days out now from the election. Let's look. Quinnipiac University national poll just out in recent days of 54% for Hillary Clinton, 33% for Donald Trump. You can do the math right there, right? That's 21 points. The third party candidate's getting some votes there. If you look back at the 2012 exit polls on Election Day in 2012, President Obama had an 11-point edge in the national polls. An 11-point edge then. A much bigger edge now for Hillary Clinton. This is one of the reasons, Anderson, she's leading in the national polls. She has used the gender gap to her advantage. Now, to be fair, Donald Trump does lead among men, but by nowhere near enough to offset that. 20-plus points, that's huge.
Does it get any better for Trump when you actually look at the swing states instead of nationally?
No, and in some cases it gets actually worse, Anderson, and let's start looking through them, and we go. This is Colorado, Quinnipiac University swing state poll. Right now, 45% for Hillary Clinton. This is among likely Colorado women voters, 28% for Donald Trump. So you could do the math again right there, 17 points. Gary Johnson and Jill Stein picking up some of the vote there. So Hillary Clinton running below where President Obama was because of the third-party candidates. But look at the gap here. In Colorado, a close swing state in 2012, it was just 3 points among women voters between the President of the United States. Mitt Romney got 48% of the women's vote. Donald Trump getting 28%. So Donald Trump in Colorado underperforming Mitt Romney among women by 20 points. Let's look at the state of Virginia, another swing state, Tim Kaine's home state. Probably out of reach for Donald Trump right now. It was 54-45, a 9-point edge among women for the president. Look at this. 28-51, a much bigger lead for Hillary Clinton. And again, she's relatively close to the president despite the third-party candidate. She's performing close to the president. Donald Trump, Mitt Romney got 45% of the women's vote. Donald Trump's getting 28%. That's rough for Donald Trump. One more state. Let's move on to North Carolina. This is our polling. The graphic is a little incorrect here. This is CNN ORC polling. Hillary Clinton getting 48-40, a more conservative state. Donald Trump getting 40% of the women's vote. Jill Stein is not on the ballot in North Carolina. But again, an 8-point gap there. It was just a 2-point gap between the president and Governor Romney back in 2012. So Governor Romney in every one of these states did much better in 2012 than Donald Trump is doing now. And in most of these states, Secretary Clinton running pretty close to where the president was. This is one of the ditches, Anderson, for Donald Trump.
All right.